Yo, boys. So I joined Etsy Kings in February, like the first couple of days in February, and my store was so slow that I actually messaged Craig to get on a one-on-one call, and he accepted it. And since then, my store's just gone up. I'll just show you here. So I joined Etsy Kings here. This is my first 2 months here. Then I joined Etsy Kings. And after Etsy Kings and the one-on-one call, the store went up to 900 in March, April 2.5, May 3.4, and June 4.5. So if you want to succeed in Etsy, you just gotta join Etsy Kings. There are courses, videos, private live streams, everything you're gonna need to succeed.
I would just like to give a quick testimonial and shout out to Craig for his Etsy King group. So prior to joining the group, I didn't really have much e-com experience. I was in a sales background, so I've done a complete 180 on what I was doing. I just wanted a business model which was scalable and location independent. I was going to get into remote sales, but when I saw everybody were killing it on the Etsy group, I thought I'd just give it a go. I thought I'll give it 6 months, see where I'm at. If I'm making no progress, I can always go back into sales. But I'm happy to say, since joining, this is just one of my stores. So started this one in February, and it's around 10,000 in revenue. That's 40 to 50% margins. So I can't imagine where it's going to be in another 5 or 6 months' time. So overall experience, I'm super happy with the group. Everyone's there to help each other. Craig's always answering questions. He's always doing live calls. He's always putting in extra work as well. He's always adding stuff to the group, adding more value. So for me, it's been such a positive experience, and I've even recommended it to lots of my friends in real life. And if you are on the fence about joining, just get fired in. Like I say, I had no prior e-com experience, and I'm making decent money to say the amount of time I've put into it. So yeah, join the group. You'll not regret it.
Yo guys, so I'm just going to quickly speak about my experience in Etsy Kings since joining. So I originally joined Etsy Kings in January, and I can safely say it is the best decision I've ever made in my whole life. And that is because I've gained loads of experience within business, within e-commerce. I've gained loads of knowledge, got loads of experience, which I can take on with me to other ventures in the future. I've met and networked with loads of new people, some national, some international. I mean, there's over 300 people inside the group. Everyone's super helpful, everyone's super friendly. You have any questions, you need any help, there's always someone there, no matter what time of the day it is, that'll help you. I've been able to go into Etsy full time, starting from a few months ago. So yeah, within the space of like 2 to 3 months since joining Etsy, I think it was April, I was able to go full time into Etsy. So there's really no negatives to joining. I mean, if you're thinking about it and you don't have any e-commerce experience, that doesn't matter. I didn't have any e-commerce experience. Etsy's super easy as a platform to navigate, super easy to use, super easy to understand. And yeah, there's really no negatives to joining. So if you're thinking about it, do it. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you inside the group.
Yo, what's up? I just wanted to film this video to talk about my time in Etsy Kings, Craig's private coursing group. So I started doing Etsy in January, but from January to March, I didn't do that well. Did okay, used some of Craig's free resources, his YouTube videos, etc., and made about £500 a month at maximum. Fast forward to March, I joined his group, decided to invest and put my money into it. And honestly, hands down, like best experience, best investment I've ever made in my life. Opened up a second store, took that to about 1.5 to 2K within 3-4 weeks. The stores that I already had, started scaling them to about 5K a month, which is still only the beginning. You know, you're in a group with a bunch of guys who range from 10K a month, 5K a month, 3K a month, all the way up to 30, 40K a month. So it's crazy. The information that you have in the groups, everyone's just really friendly, helpful, wants each other to succeed. There's proof of success. And honestly, it's put me in a position where I've now been able to quit my job and I've gone full-time into Etsy. And that's because of Craig in this group, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without him. So honestly, if you're on the fence, but you're looking to invest into yourself, I cannot recommend the Etsy King group highly enough. Honestly, like if you're looking to get into ecom, if you're looking to make money, like, you need to get into that course. Like, I promise you. Even if you just put in 1 hour a day, you are going to make your money back 10 times more within no time, honestly.
How we doing? I'm basically going to go over and give a brief description of my past 3 months within inside XT Kings. So what does it look like for me now? So 3 months in, my first store's hit about 8k in rev, my second store's hit about 5k, my third store's around 2 to 3k. And that's an average net margin of about 35%. I'm now in a position where I'm currently making monthly just under my 9 to 5 income, and that's only possible with the information within inside XT Kings. Now you might be thinking, oh, I can just find this information online, wherever, or some random Twitter account online. But the thing that people forget about, you're not just investing in the information that you can see and learn, you're investing in the people within inside the community. And I can't think of another Etsy community, specifically Etsy community, where you can have access to people who respond to your messages within seconds, within minutes. And these are responses you're getting from people in position that you want to be in, people making 10 to 50 to 200k profit per month. And that's one thing that people overlooking. So I'm really excited for my future with inside Etsy Kings and the connections I've already made in the past 3 months. I'm looking forward to see what it'll be like in the future. And yeah, so if you're on the line and you're not sure what to do, and you want a business model where you can, let's say you want to be not geo locked, and you can just travel the world and just have a laptop on you and just work away and earn money whilst doing so, then Etsy King and the ecom business model behind it is for you.
Boys, I joined Etsy Kings about 2 months ago. Right away when I joined, I was greeted by a big group of people. They were able to answer any question I could possibly have. Craig was able to point out exactly what I need to do with my store to make sure I get consistent sales and make sure I'm profitable. And within a month, I was already able to do days where I did over $100 in revenue. And I'm currently profitable after ad spend and everything. So if you want to be successful at Etsy, then join Etsy Kings. You're not going to get these methods anywhere else because Craig is the #1 person in the field of Etsy. See you.
Yes guys, what's up? So I just wanted to jump on and do this quick video just to share my personal experiences in Etsy Kings so far. So I joined the group around mid-November last year, and at the time when I started I had no dropshipping experience before. The reason why I started is because I'd seen what Craig was saying about how easy it was to get started on the platform when you had no previous experience, and he was right. I think within the first few days of starting my store I'd already started making sales, and ever since then it's obviously just grown consistent month on month. I've now got 2 stores. I'd say between the 2 stores, I'm probably doing between 4.5 to 5k total revenue a month, with around 25-30% net margins. So in terms of obviously where I started and where I am now, I'm quite happy with the progress. Obviously, I still believe that I personally got a lot more to do, and obviously I'm still working on new stores at the moment. But in terms of where I've come from to where I'm at now, I definitely believe the course has been worth it. I've definitely gained a lot from it so far. My opinion on the course, it's changed massively from when I first started to what it is today. Obviously, when I first started, it was still in its infancy. It was just a written course. Now it's a full online video course. As well as the video course, you've also got countless hours of live streams that I still refer back to today, just to see if I can find any other little bits of information that I might have missed. As well as that, obviously, you've got the Telegram group as well, which contains, I think, over 350 members now. That chat's just always going off. There's constantly people in there helping each other out, bouncing ideas off each other, and generally all pushing in the same direction to achieve a common goal. I've only got good words to say about the course. Everybody inside is class. Craig's been super helpful and tries to help out as much as he can, and his team as well, they're also the same. But yeah, see you inside.
Boys, I'm going to be talking about my experience in Etsy Kings so far. Before joining Etsy Kings, I spent like $75 on ads, and I only got one fucking sale of like $15 in revenue. So I contacted Craig. He got me into Etsy Kings, and I followed the course materials step-by-step guide, as well as watched the private live streams, contacted Craig himself, the admin for help, the group chat for any help. Just from this, I've already hit 1k plus in revenue in my first month. And I've started July off profitable as well as open up my second store. You boys need to get inside, especially with Q4 right around the corner. Don't miss out.
Hey, alright lads, I'm Dan. I've been in Etsy Kings for about 3 months now, and I have to say it's probably been one of the best financial decisions of my life. You know, my store is now beginning to snowball, sales are really picking up. You know, I had a call with Craig last Thursday, and since then my sales have doubled compared to the week before. The course that he gives you is amazing. You know, there's so much information in there that helps just boost your store. The guys in the group chat are so quick to reply, super helpful. You know, I mean, if you're not in Etsy Kings, what the fuck are you doing? This is a golden opportunity. It's going to be the new Shopify dropshipping very soon. You know, Q3 is notorious for being one of the most competitive quarters in the year. There's a lot of competition popping up, a lot of stores trying to get their name heard before Q4 hits and everything starts booming. So you need to get in now, lads. Get in now before it's too late, okay? This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You don't want to miss it. Trust me. You're going to be kicking yourself.